for tuning in for Keeping Up with Congress. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy, your candidate for the United States Senate. I'm a progressive Democrat that believes that reparations will make America great. It is time that we bridge the divide in this country. Please go to the website, that's tamara4georgia.com, www.tamara, Tamara4, Georgia spelled out.com. Please join me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for Keeping Up with Congress. Good afternoon, my YouTube family. Good afternoon. You know what time it is, y'all. You know what time it is. It is that time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy, your candidate for the United States Senate, and it is Keeping Up with Congress, y'all. Keeping Up with Congress. Thank you for those of you that are joining me in this clubhouse space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I always like to bring you at the top of the hour, I like to bring you some reparations information. Let me make this screen a bit larger for those of you that are watching here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get this party started, y'all. Before that, though, hit that like button. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification button, and share. You know, again, I like to bring you reparations information. This hat she got on is slamming, y'all. It is slamming. This article talks about the faith leaders. They rallying for reparations. You know, if we are going to get reparations, you know, it was the role of the Black church during the civil rights movement. We need the churches to step up. We need the support from the faith leaders and the parishioners. We need the church to step up and support if we're going to get reparations, y'all. So this is an article about faith leaders who are rallying for reparations. This article says on last Saturday, July 24, they saw dozens of New Hope Missionary Baptist parishioners join community members and other supporters at the rally for African American reparations. Hey, Miss Pamela, thank you for joining me in the space. Come on up to the stage. This article goes on to say that this rally for African American reparations returned the lands and resources to our Black and brown people. This article says local faith and community leaders took turns speaking about the land near New Hope Missionary Baptist Church that was taken 50 years ago by the city of Seattle under the guise of urban renewal. Yeah, we heard about this urban renewal stuff, y'all. We've heard about it, how they came in and demolished neighborhoods and like what happened in Lenintown. This is the same thing up in the city of Seattle, y'all. Urban renewal. This rally was held to demand the city give possession of the land to the church and the community so affordable housing can be built, making it possible for some members in the Black community to return to the Central District. So this is a pretty extensive article with a lot of pictures that shows the event about what happened up in the city of Seattle under the guise of urban renewal. Reparations, y'all. We are real clear that reparations for the descendants of chattel slavery will be given to us via the federal government. But guess what? We're going to take what we can get along the way because it is a debt owed, family. It is a debt owed. Here's another article. MacArthur president backs reparations in the City Club address. It says this article, did I get a chance to read it? I didn't, but I'm gonna go through it, y'all. I've been on the phone all day long. But this article says the president of Chicago-based MacArthur Foundation, citing a fierce urgency to correct racial injustice, Wednesday emphasized the organization's support of reparations for African Americans and called on others to join the cause. But see, here's where we get it wrong. Reparations for African Americans, African, first word, African Americans. Are these not descendants of chattel slavery? Because those who are African, of African descent, who are now Americans, may not be descendants of chattel slavery in this country, y'all. So we got to be mindful of who is owed and who we are specifically, who will specifically get this reparation. So this article says John Palfrey, in a streamed address to members of the City Club of Chicago, said the pandemic's job losses and police abuse of Blacks have led the foundation to examine past patterns of giving and to direct more funds to groups that promote equity. That includes organizations that advocate for reparations or some form of aid to Blacks to answer for the history of slavery. This article goes on to say reparations is one way to create the conditions for justice to thrive in the United States. Palfrey said the legacy of slavery and anti-Black oppression has made reparations necessary. He said corporations and groups with power, such as his own $8.2 billion foundation, must do more to promote justice. Palfrey said Black-led and Black-focused organizations have played a role in every major social movement in the U.S., but they face absolutely low funding relative to white-led organizations. A resource shift is beginning, but we must accelerate it and sustain it over the long term. So I am glad to see that they are pushing reparations, but we got to say again that reparations is for the descendants of chattel slavery. Reparations is a federal initiative, but we're going to take it as it comes, y'all. We're going to take it as it comes. So I'm going to dive into the bills. I know yesterday that I didn't get into the bills. I actually played a video that YouTube has since taken my whole broadcast down from yesterday, but it's okay. That video was pretty good. It was quite excellent, talking about reparations in this country and the need for it. But nevertheless, we persist. We're going forward. So I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. I ask that you go to the website. Those of you that are watching me here on YouTube, go to the website. Go to the website, donate, be a part of this campaign. I know it's the summer months. The kids are getting ready to go back to school, quote unquote, whether it be virtually or in person. You know, we've been, overwhelmed by this pandemic and trying to get back to some sense of normalcy. I know. But if we are going to come completely out of this, we have to be intentional about who we are sending to these, in these elected seats. These elections, who we're sending to Washington, who we're sending to our state capitals, who we're sending to govern over us. So we got to be very intentional about these elections, and elections can't be won, y'all, without resources. So I'm imploring you to go to the website, y'all. Please go to the website, Tamara, TAMA, FOR, Georgia spelled out, .com, and make a contribution. So let's dive into the House bills. I'm mixing it up because I want to make sure that I give you some House bills and some Senate bills. I'm mixing it up. So House Bill 921 is the Horse Transportation Safety Act of 2021. It's the Horse Transportation Safety Act of 2021. Now, I didn't understand about this. This is Representative Cohen, Steve Cohen. He's a Democrat out of Tennessee. The horses and the transportation. It says this bill prohibits a person from transporting a horse in interstate commerce in a motor vehicle, except a vehicle operated exclusively on rail or rails containing two or more levels stacked on top of one another. So I was like, what does this look like? It was, made me, I'm not a big animal person, but this was interesting. Like, okay, what's going on with the transportation of horses? So this bill would ban the transportation of horses across state lines in double-decker trucks or trailers containing two or more levels stacked on top of one another. Congressman Cohen made the following statement. He says that horses deserve to be transported in as humane a manner as possible. It says double-deck trailers do not provide adequate headroom for adult horses, and accidents involving double-deck trailers are a horrendous reminder that the practice is also dangerous to the driving public. I look forward to seeing this measure move forward, as I did last year, and be signed into law. And I looked it up, y'all. I wanted to see what these double-decker horse trucks look like. So here they are. For those of you that are following me on YouTube, it is, you see over here to the right of the screen, you know, the average person, and then the horse is much taller. So these horses are having to hold their necks down literally the entire time in these trailers. So it is quite inhumane. So I get it. I didn't know it was an issue, but you know, making it illegal to do this across state lines, it makes sense. I understand. HR 922. HR 922 is the Crimea Annexation Non-Recognition Act. Crimea Annexation Non-Recognition Act. This is Representative Connolly. Gerald Connolly is a Democrat out of Virginia. This bill prohibits any federal agency from taking any action or extending any assistance that recognizes or implies recognition of Russia's sovereignty over Crimea, its airspace, or its territorial waters. So this is some international legislation here. This is Russia, Crimea, and our involvement. This is Representative Connolly, Gerald Connolly, Democrat out of Virginia. It says Russia's forcibly and illegal annexation of Crimea has sent shockwaves throughout the former Soviet occupied territories, many of whom are now NATO allies, including the Baltic states, said Connolly. Failure to stand up against Putin's illegal annexation of Crimea will set a dangerous and irrevocable precedent. Our legislation makes clear that Congress will continue to stand with Crimea. So this is a statement from Representative Connolly. HR 923, HR 923, this bill requires sanctions and reports related to Georgia. So this is not my state of Georgia, y'all. This is the HR 923 Georgia Support Act. This is Gerald Connolly, again, Democrat out of Virginia. It says the president shall impose entry and property blocking sanctions against foreign persons responsible for or complicit in serious human rights abuses in the Georgian region of Abkhazia and Taskinavali region. Y'all, I'm butchering that. South Ossetia that are occupied by Russia. Butchered all three of those. The president shall also report to Congress every 180 days on such foreign persons. So this is Georgia. This is not my state of Georgia. It's the country and Russia. And these are foreign affairs. You know, HR 923. People have asked me, like, Tamara, what is your thought on, you know, the issues in foreign affairs? I just want us to get out of foreign affairs. I want us to concentrate on making America great. And first, I want us to get out of these foreign nations and fix our own problems before we try to go and fix somebody else's. So I'm about America first. This is HR 924. HR 924 is the Southern Border Communities Reimbursement Act of 2021. The Southern Borders Community Reimbursement Act of 2021. This bill authorizes reimbursement to jurisdictions and organizations for the cost of providing humanitarian relief for aliens, including the cost of emergency preparedness activities. The reimbursement authorized under this bill shall be for fiscal year 2021 through fiscal year 2023 and shall be distributed by the Emergency Food and Shelter Program National Board. So this is the Southern Borders Community Reimbursement Act of 2021. And this is Representative Cuellar, Henry Cuellar, Democrat out of Texas. HR 925, HR 925 is the Data to Save Moms Act. Data to Save Moms Act. This is Representative Sharice Davids, Democrat out of Kansas. This bill expands data collection and research on maternal morbidity and mortality among minority populations. So this is where they're looking at the maternal morbidity and mortality among minorities in our populations. It says specifically the bill adds requirements to a program within the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, that supports maternal mortality review committees to the extent practicable. I'm butchering that word. The committees must use the most up-to-date indicators of severe maternal morbidity, review deaths caused by suicide, overdose, or other behavioral health conditions attributed to or aggravated by pregnancy or childbirth, and consult with representatives of communities about non-clinical factors that might contribute to adverse maternal outcomes. So the CDC may also award grants to committees to increase their engagement with local communities, such as by bringing on community representatives as committee members. So this is addressing the morbidity and mortality among minority populations, HR 925. And again, I am Tamara Johnson Shealy, y'all. We're moving pretty quickly today. But I kept you for a while yesterday, well past the half-hour mark. So maybe I'll let you go a little earlier today because your Thursday is my Friday. So I do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is Keeping Up with Congress, y'all, where, I tell you, if we are going to get reparations, reparations will not happen without negotiations. It just won't. It will not happen without negotiations. We are going to have to go to Congress knowing who the players are, what game they're playing. What do they want? Because that's what this is. It's tit for tat, this for that. That's how it works. I didn't invent the game, y'all. I'm just telling you how it's played. So we're going to have to be real mindful that we understand these bills that are coming down the pike, who these legislators are and what they want, because they want something. But we want something too, right? And that's why we do Keeping Up with Congress, so we can be prepared for this fight. I told you I'm not going to Washington. We are going to Washington. So this is Senate Bill 481. Senate Bill 481 is the Democracy Restoration Act of 2021. The Democracy Restoration Act of 2021. This bill addresses the voting rights of individuals convicted of a criminal offense and the restoration of those voting rights. So this is Senator Benjamin Cardin. He's a Democrat out of Maryland. Senate Bill 481, Democracy Restoration Act of 2021, restoring the voting rights of those convicted of criminal offenses. Yeah, I think after you've done your time, you served your time, I do believe people need their voting rights restored. I mean, this is America, and I don't understand, but we need to fix this. Senate Bill 482. Senate Bill 482 is the Taxpayer Research and Coronavirus Knowledge Act of 2021. It's the Taxpayer Research and Coronavirus Knowledge Act of 2021. Y'all, why my phone ringing in the middle of the broadcast? Not in the middle of the broadcast, y'all. Telemarketers, y'all. But I'm still here. Telemarketers in the middle of the broadcast, y'all. This is what happened when you're live. Senate Bill 482. Senate Bill 482 is the Taxpayer Research and Coronavirus Knowledge Act of 2021. Senator Jeff Merkley, Democrat out of Oregon. Senate Bill 482. This bill requires the Department of Health and Human Services, y'all, we know that's HHS, to coordinate with specified federal entities to compile a public database of federal contracts, tax benefits, and other support for COVID-19 biomedical research and development. So the HHS must develop the database within 1 month and update it every 2 weeks. So this bill is to coordinate with specific federal entities to compile a public database of federal contracts, tax benefits, and other support for biomedical research and development. So this is Senator Jeff Merkley, Democrat out of Oregon. Senate Bill 482. We got about 8 more minutes left. 8 more minutes. Again, I told you your Thursday is my Friday, y'all, so I get it. Senate Bill 483. Senate Bill 483 is the Workforce Mobility Act of 2021. This is Senator Christopher Murphy. He's a Democrat out of Connecticut. This bill prohibits the use of non-compete agreements in the context of commercial enterprises, except under certain conditions. These non-competes where you can't compete. If they hire you to work one place, you gotta go damn near out the country to find or not necessarily, but just you gotta go far enough away that they feel like you're not competing. So this is Senate Bill 483. I did look a little more into this. It says an alarming 40%. This is from Chris Murphy's news releases. It says an alarming 40% of American workers have been constrained by a non-compete agreement at some point in their careers. It says non-competes often lack transparency and result in lower wages. Research indicates that workers trapped by non-competes are less mobile, which results in firms having difficulty hiring workers with the right set of skills. So these non-compete agreements, y'all, keep people, locked in and locked out. Senate Bill 484 is the Moms Matter Act. Senate Bill 484, the Moms Matter Act. This is Senator Gillibrand. This is Kirsten Gillibrand, Democrat out of New York. It says this bill establishes 2 grant programs to address maternal mental health conditions and substance use disorders with a focus on racial and ethnic minority groups. So this is Senator Gillibrand, Kirsten Gillibrand, Democrat out of New York. Our last one for this Thursday is Thursday, but I told you it's my Friday. So the last one for this week is Senate Bill 485. Senate Bill 485 is the Family Support Services for Addiction Act of 2021. Senator Gillibrand again, Kirsten Gillibrand, Democrat out of New York. This bill directs the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration to award grants to certain nonprofits to develop or expand services for individuals with substance use disorders and their families. So this is Senator Gillibrand, Kirsten, Democrat out of New York, Senate Bill 485, Family Support Services for Addiction Act of 2021. So I told you, if you have not started a business in this post-COVID, quote unquote, season, you had better start one or align yourself with a nonprofit. The monies that are flowing through this Biden administration, that's why Republicans stay so mad, because they making it rain, y'all. They making it rain. Get in position. I did end a few minutes early, y'all. I told you yesterday, we went over. I had a video that I wanted to share. We went over about 15 minutes. So today I'm 5 minutes early. So I just want to thank you, for tuning in and supporting. I've had a busy day today. I'll just chat with you just for a second here. I had a really good day today, talking on the phone, meeting some people, and just trying to gain the support we need to win this race to the United States Senate. And I'm doing a lot of talking, getting people to understand and hear where we are. We got to raise a whole heck of a lot of money. The money raising is been slow. It is not moving as quickly, but you have to make those connections. And I actually had a conversation with somebody, and I actually had 2 conversations. This was some time ago, and they said to me, that I didn't ask them for money. And that's not the first thing I do. Is when I get on the phone and I start meeting people, it's not the first thing I do is ask them for money. I feel cheapened. I feel like it cheapens our efforts. Like I'm just typical. No, we're not typical. This is not your ordinary campaign. This is not your ordinary candidacy. These are not ordinary times. So I do take the time for people to hear me, know me, and I hear them and know them, because all money ain't good money, first of all. And we're not going to be taking money just from anywhere and anybody just because. One thing I will have in the midst of this campaign is my integrity. I will not compromise at all. So I'm intentional about how I approach and who can support us, because every like I say, all money ain't good money. And some people like just take it and deal with it. No, I'm not. This movement won't be sold and bought to the highest bidder. It won't. That's not how this is going to work. I'm committed to making sure that as a campaign that we do this right. So if you haven't gone to the website, please do share this. This is heavy lifting. And like I said, I've had some really good phone calls today and connected with the right people. And we're building, It's a slow process, but we're building and we're here. May 24th, 2022, we got 10 months. We got 10 months, y'all. We got 10 months. Either we in or we out. That's it. Right now, I feel like we're in, and I feel like we can do this. But I can't do this alone. I say we can do this. I say we're in and we can do this. I can't do this alone, and I don't intend to. So I just encourage you to please go to the website, share this campaign, share this candidacy, continue to watch and listen in this Clubhouse space. If you're listening there, if you're watching me here on YouTube, continue to watch. This is good ground, as the old folks would say. This is good ground. We got these seeds. We're gonna plant them in the good ground. It just needs some watering. So this bold agenda that we're taking to Washington, I believe this is a campaign we can win. I really do. And I think it's bigger than all of us. This country is at a place where reckoning and healing, it's not going to survive without it. So America has to reckon with the damage. White Americans, those of us who are foundational Black Americans, we got to heal. Jen and I, if you're on Clubhouse, Jen, Buck, and I, we host a space called Hard Conversations, White Women, Black Women, Let's Talk. And that's tonight on Clubhouse at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are in these Clubhouse streets, join us and come in. And if you're a woman, please join in. There's a lot of men that just listen in, but it's going to take women. It's going to take us women to get this right, white women and Black women. So we do have some very hard conversations, and we just keep pushing. And I think we're on to something, y'all. So I thank you. We are at the half hour. So I thank you for joining me live here on YouTube. My Thursday is my Friday. So I will see you back here on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for Keeping Up with Congress. We got to keep our eyes on them, y'all, because I told you we won't get reparations without negotiation. So I will see you right back here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Keeping Up with Congress. Have a good weekend. Thank you for tuning in for Keeping Up with Congress. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy, your candidate for the United States Senate. I'm a progressive Democrat that believes that reparations will make America great. It is time that we bridge the divide in this country. Please go to the website. That's tamara4georgia.com. www.tamara, Georgia spelled out.com. Please join me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for Keeping Up with Congress.